Hey guys, Tomboy601, and today we're taking out the Black, and that's because, well, I think it's one of the best ships you can take out at the moment. One, it recently got a buff, but two, we'll call it matchmaking conditions have been heavily skewed this update so far, such that the Black is probably one of the best counters for the team that he will most likely come up against. And by that I mean, well, pretty much everyone is working on their Path of the Samurai missions, and those missions require you to play Japanese boats. A lot of people, they take out their Japanese destroyer because they're like, well, I need kills, I need to, I need certain things, and well, Japanese destroyers are the hot commodity, it seems, out on the high seas, and there is nothing better to outdo Japanese destroyers than the good old USS Black. You can see we have four destroyers on the enemy team. We get spotted by, surprise, surprise, Azur Lane Yukikaze here. Good on the Azur Lane Yukikaze here because, well, it's the gunboat variant of the Yukikaze. He dumps his torps towards us. Thank God we can see them from far away because they are very apparent. But because he does that, we are able to kind of pop off our radar, and he's gonna escape, sadly, but we do bring him down to nearly no health, though he does put a big amount of damage into us, but that's okay because we now have this Akazuki who we can go ahead and start farming. We'll go ahead and pop our smoke right here, try to get disengaged, and we'll begin the blind fires on their Akazuki. We popped our first radar there, and that's kind of what I want to talk about too, is, well, Black got a buff recently. It received a buff to its radar. It went from 15 seconds to 20 seconds. Now, you could pair that with the sort of nerf, but also buff to the radar. And what that is of course, now when you pop your radar, the first thing and probably the most important thing now is in the little sidebar, like you see right there, Atlanta just activated its radar. You will see when a ship activates its radar. And in fact, if you pull up the map, if you hit like the start button, the select menu, you will see what boat is currently using its radar. Excellent. There's a small nerf to it though, and that is the first 5 seconds that it is active, or the first 5 seconds that a ship is within the radius of it, it will be invisible to all but the originating boat of the radar. I.e., if you have a radar going, and then you push into an enemy ship that goes within your detection radius, you will see the ship instantly. However, your friendly teammates will not see the ship. They'll see it on the mini-map, but they won't see it and be able to target it for 5 seconds. It's okay for Black because we kind of made up that loss in 5 seconds by the buff we just received, but it can be rather devastating as far as to some of the shorter radar duration boats out there, specifically talking about like the Russian cruisers. Anyways, we are pushing in up to this island right here, and my goal is to use our radar. We know there's 2 destroyers and a very weak Atlanta in the area. There's a ton of smoke. We want to go ahead, just pop our radar here. We have the support in the area, so we can go ahead and spot for our team. We'll try to take out Atlanta because to me, he's the biggest threat to myself. Once he's down, then we can start moving on to this Akazuki, and our teammates can also assist us. But we don't want to push in all the way as of yet, just because I don't want to open myself up to being engaged by 3 destroyers. That isn't great. I am below half health. You can't go rushing in, but we are providing a good amount of support with the Black right here, and we're gonna go ahead and pick up our second kill right there with the Black. And like I said, I think Black is probably one of the best boats you can take out right now. It will be deadly to pretty much anything out there, especially when the enemy team is sort of heavily skewing towards using Japanese destroyers. And I guess we'll talk about my other little bit of concern with the game right now, and it is the Path of the Samurai. I really like the idea of the Path of the Samurai. Do missions, get a free boat. That's always fun. The mission design, though, I think, is extremely poor, especially up at Legendary tier. I have seen matches that are just posted online because, I'll be honest, I have been using Yoshino. I'm sorry. I got it for free. I kind of feel bad about using it, but it's the best one to do these challenges, so there's at least some variety, so that I'm not just playing Yamato and Shimakaze, because there are matches out there where it's only Yamatos versus Shimikazes, and that's not fun. That's not fun. If you wanted that, make it a special event. Make it an arena, and make it so that you can only use Japanese boats in it, and call that the Path of the Samurai. But to kind of, I'm going to call it, poison the general matchmaker with 3 missions that require you to use one of 3 ships, Shimakaze, Yoshino, or Yamato. Kind of rough. Not the best, not the biggest brain play, I will say, from the game designers there. Personally, if I was to mediate or try to figure out another way to fix this, personally, I think what I would have done is allowed for at least the first 2 missions to be done in to do them in AI. I know that's not the best solution, but I think it still accomplishes Wargaming's goals of hey, guess what? You're gonna farm these people, reduce their resources by forcing them to play Legendary tier for a good number of times, but it won't poison the matchmaker. It won't poison the well of the matchmaker like we have right now. Because right now, Legendary tier, it's rough. What my advice is if you can stand it, just wait. The rate at which, at least my burn rate, my completion rate on these are, and of course, kind of take a pulse of yourself and your time management and your gameplay and all of that. But these challenges feel like they could be complete in about a week's worth of heavy playing. There's 5 weeks to an update, folks. Yes, we all want to front load it just because there's stuff there. It's new. You want to play it now as we finish off the last Yukikaze right there. Hey, there we go with the 4 kills. Sadly, I don't think we will be in range of any of the other 2 ships in order to finish off with the Kraken. But take your time. Go play other boats. Go play the hard counters to the boats that everyone's playing right now, right? Go take out Daring at Legendary here if you have it. Go take out the boats that are going to hurt the Shimikazes, that are going to hurt the Yamatos. Go take out a cruiser that'll be the bane of their existence. Go have some fun. People want to play a certain way. Take advantage of their stupidity of playing that certain way, especially when you have such a higher percentage chance of knowing what they are going to be playing. It's a gift. It's a gift right now. Look how easy this black match was for us. We didn't really struggle. We had a ton of fun. We got to use our radar. We got to be a cool Fletcher. Go out there, enjoy it, have fun. I think that's the best advice I can give right now. And then do those missions a little bit later. Anyways, guys, if you liked the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. See ya.